back at it again in the garage, and as you can see, the truck we were supposed to be working on isn't in here. My other Silverado's in here, and it's in here for a very good reason. Basically because this whole lift kit was just an epic fail. That's probably just going to be the headline to this video, just because I just don't think there's any other way to put it. So I went and got the alignment done yesterday, right? You guys were with me, got the alignment done, we got the tires on, came home, everything was totally fine. Now, I started getting some squeaks in the front end. I went to the grocery store, went over the speed bump, but I got a squeak, like a bushing squeak, and it started getting worse. So then when I would go forward, I would hear clunk in the front end. And I would back up, I would hear clunk, almost like the control arms had some give to them. So I'm looking at it, I went underneath, I tightened up all the control arm bolts, I checked all the sway bar landings, they were tight. I just basically went over everything, tie rod ends, everything, and I couldn't find any play in anything. So I went out for a drive, and I was in a parking lot. I would go forward, I would stop, and I would hear the clunk, and then I would look underneath the car to see if anything changed. And eventually I picked up on something, and let me grab a light right here, guys, and I'll show you guys what I screwed up on. It's really bad. Okay, so basically what we're looking at here is the upper control arm on both sides. Now these two pieces, these brackets on either side are like the ears, and then we put those bushings in the middle of the control arm, and you put one bolt in there, one bolt in there, and these bolts here are from the factory, and they use these bolts to adjust the camber, the alignment, and that's what they did yesterday. Now, well, what happened is this control arm is actually sliding back and forth on that metal shaft in the middle. And the reason that it is sliding is because I failed to install some washers. Now, in the directions, it doesn't say anything about using any washers. It just says remove control arm, reinstall the control arm with the bushings, you know, blah, blah, blah. Nothing about these washers. Now, these I didn't really remember these, or I looked over these. There was a lot of extra bolts. There's like 2 bags of bolts. There's like an extra 30 bolts, like more bolts and nuts than this truck has in total. That came with the lift kit, and I don't know what those are for, because a lot of the stuff you just use factory hardware. So these kind of went overlooked. So I'm looking at this thing last night, and I go, wow, almost looks like this control arm needs some washers. Now I didn't think of this, like I had this like when I was thinking about that. So whatever. So I had a picture that I sent to a buddy of mine, and I went and looked at the picture of the lift kit before I bought it. And now you got the bushings and the lift kit, and right beside it is all these washers in the photo. And then bingo, right away I knew that I screwed something up. So yeah, complete total epic fail. Pretty bad. Don't come to me to get your lift kit installed. That's basically it. I mean, I never installed a lift kit before, so I mean, obviously I made a mistake. So the only way around not doing the alignment again is to mark these bolts so we can line it up again the same way that they did the alignment, and we should be okay. But basically everything has to come apart. The wheel has to come off, the strut has to come out, yeah, the upper ball joint, I gotta pop it off. Yeah, like control arm bolts gotta come out, and then I gotta slide these washers in, because GM, they put the nut on the outside of the ears compared to the inside, so you actually have to remove the strut on GMs to pull out the upper control arm. So bad, really, really bad. Really upset with myself and disappointed, but I mean, this is how things go sometimes. So you just gotta kind of roll with it, accept the fact that you made a mistake, and just kind of push forward and fix your mistakes, and just go on with it and accept it. So I mean, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna rip this apart here. Probably won't be doing any body work on the truck today, and probably do that, like, I don't know, maybe tomorrow or something. I'm not too sure. The goal is just to rip it apart, install those washers, and just pray that there's just no clunk, no squeaking noise whatsoever, because it was bad. It was bad. It was honestly really bad. The clunk, it sounds like the rear end's about to fall out. So that's how loud it's clunking in the front end. So yeah, let's get let's get right into ripping this thing apart. Alright guys, so I have major problems where this was squeaking up and down. Didn't no matter how much I backed off the bolts, it was squeaking because they're poly bushings. But what I went ahead and did was, this stuff just saved the day just now as I was about to lose my mind completely. Red and tacky grease. Stuff is absolutely amazing. Jammed it in those bushings there. I mean, honestly, these poly bushings with these like washers on the side, I don't know. I think it's a really poor setup, having the washers on the side there, because it's like almost impossible to get in there. Took a lot of fiddling around to just jam them in there. I had to line up the control arm and kind of put the washers on each side and hit them in with a hammer. But besides that, guys, I mean, you live and you learn. I mean, I took it out, I put it back in, and with the washers originally torqued it down. It was still squeaking, took it out again, knocked all the poly bushings out, then hit it with the red, what's that stuff called? I just hit it with this stuff, the stuff I just showed you guys, red and tacky, and it fixed it up pretty good. So I'm gonna get this all buttoned up here, fly through the other side as quick as possible because I got stuff to do today, and yeah, let's get this over and done with. This is my absolute failure of a lift kit install here. So I managed to finish up the other side, and now the plan is to go take it for a test drive. I think it's gonna be good. When I backed it out of the garage out there, I pulled it outside, and no clunk, no play, no squeak in the front end whatsoever. So hopefully we take a test drive, and I think it's gonna be good now. I think it's gonna be good, no problems. I'm just praying, guys, so we'll see. We'll see if this goes okay, but I'm just gonna do clean up a little bit here, pull the other Silverado inside. It's already like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so much for doing anything on that today. But yeah, I'm gonna bring that inside right now, and then we are gonna get out there and we're gonna take the truck for a test drive and see how it does. Truck for a drive here, see how she goes. Toss some of my stuff in the back here, and let's go. Get like a coffee or something too along the way. There we go. Come on, bring back the light. Come on, bring back the light. Need to get a coffee too. Fire up here. She already remote started, so pretty much ready to rock and roll. Okay, let's see how she is. Better be good because I can't go home right now. I got some stuff to do. Okay, so let's see. Nothing. It's too bad I don't have a clip. Maybe I can upload some of the footage that I took on my iPhone and throw it in this video as well. So I can show you guys like you know, kind of the noise I was hearing and the squeaks and stuff. So if I do have that footage, I'll insert it right now and you guys can watch it and see for yourselves what we were dealing with, and you could probably understand why I was going absolutely crazy. Me and this brand new truck were becoming enemies very fast here. I'm glad the truck and the lift kit, it all came together well. Let me see, hit this bump. Yeah, baby. All right, we're good so far. Yeah, like the noise, like by the time I even got to this part of where I was on my street, like the noise was crazy. Like, and when I backed the truck out of the garage, I checked the front and back plate on the control arms where it was clunking before, and there's absolutely nothing now. So I'm gonna pull over here in a second, guys. I'll get out and I'll take a look at the front end. Oh, I just went over all those bumps and there's absolutely no noise whatsoever. It's really windy out, guys, so please bear with me. You know, I don't have an external microphone on this G7X Canon camera because you can't add one on this camera, which is like pretty poor design, especially for how expensive this camera is. So yeah, here's the truck, here's how it looks. You know, no noise in the front end whatsoever, so that's all greased up. Those poly bushings came out, greased the insides, added those spacers on the edge, both sides, and it's looking, looks good, it feels good, it sounds good. So yeah, overall now, I'm really happy with it. So here's a little glance at what the truck is looking like, guys. I absolutely love it. Like, it's just got like almost at like 2,500 stance or 3,500 stance. A little bit aggressive tires, a little bit wider, got that extra height. I put it up in front of my Yukon earlier, and my Yukon hood ends up going to like maybe like here now, as before like it was a lot closer up at the top. So definitely has that really aggressive look from the front end. Oh great, now it's snowing. Like, it's supposed to be springtime and like now it's literally snowing. So thank you very much, guys, for stopping by, tuning in, and kind of dealing with me through this whole lift kit fiasco. It's pretty much just kind of like an epic fail situation, but I don't install lift kits every day, right? So it's not something I do every day. Obviously, when you don't do something every day, you're gonna run into some sort of problem, and hopefully you guys can learn from me. You know, if you're gonna do a lift kit the first time, or you know somebody and you come across this video, not only you got something to watch, but you're gonna have a couple things to learn from. You know, if you guys made it this far, then I guess you guys know exactly what happened. You know, first video it went really good, and then then we ran into those problems, but thankfully they are all fixed now. So yeah, some more stuff coming here in the future. I'm gonna get working on that other truck, and I'm still waiting for the mods for this truck. So yeah, if you guys can guess those mods, drop a comment below and kind of guess what I'm doing to kind of complete the look of what I'm going for. And I'm gonna add some stuff, like you'll see, like once that video comes out, what extra stuff I'm gonna add in with that video. But that's gonna be a cool one. I'm really excited to do that one. So thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys for stopping by. If you guys liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you did like it, really do hit that thumbs up button, guys. It really helps out small YouTubers like myself. It helps with the YouTube algorithm, and it helps push our content out to other people who might want to watch the video as well, and it helps us grow as a channel. We can create sort of a whole family here of people. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button if you guys like this epic fail and you like all the other videos I've been doing. So yeah, tons of more content in the future, but that's gonna be pretty much everything today, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.